What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review of Tanner's Picks. Today's movie, if you saw the last video, you know what today's movie is. It's Monsters, Inc. Alright, I forgot to say this earlier. Kind of editing this in at one point. Let's see Tanner's thoughts on the movie before we get to my thought.
I really like Monsters, Inc. It's a good movie. Memes.
Now, I actually didn't rewatch this for this review because I've seen this movie way too many times to have to rewatch it to review it. And you're probably thinking, it'd probably be smart to rewatch it though. You're probably right. I probably should. But it is already 9:30 at night, and so I don't have to get this video up today. So, yeah. You know I'm not good when it comes to scheduling. But let's go ahead and get into what I like about this movie and what... There's actually... Okay, I really have a biased memory because the fact that I haven't watched this in a while, all I remember is good things. There might be some bad things that I don't remember that I would see differently if I went back and rewatched it. But I'm going to go off pure memory, even though I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to, but I shouldn't, but I'm going to, but I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Okay, all that is to the side. Monsters, Inc. is one of my personal favorite Pixar movies. It's probably in the top 5 with the other classics like The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Toy Story. Those are probably my top 3 favorites, actually, or top 4 favorites right there. This movie, though, it's a really neat concept. When you see there's always the thing like, there's a monster in my closet. But it's also really cool to see like monsters in my closet. But where do those monsters live? Do they live in our world, or do they have their own world? It's a really interesting thing. How I really wish the movies would go into more in depth about how the doors actually work, because they don't really do that. But I really wish they would, because I was like, power. We have a portal to the human world. Come on, I'd love some more explanation. But overall, the movie is fantastic. The characters are great. The animation still holds up today, if you ask me. And it has great characters. The opening theme is fantastic. Now, if I do have any complaints, the villain, not Randall. I'm not talking about Randall. Randall's a pretty decent villain. But Waternoose, or however you say his name, it's kind of. But see, it's just me trying to find something to criticize. Because nobody likes to see a review where everything's positive. No one likes that, because negativity gets the more clicks. But there's not really much negatives to say about Monsters, Inc. There's not. I love Boo. She's an adorable character. And there's so many theories surrounding that character to how she could connect to other Pixar movies. And it's so interesting to read some of those. And just the fact of Mike Wazowski. I used to think his name was Mike Wazowski when I was little. Don't ask why. I was little and dumb. But it's one of my favorite movies, and the animation still holds up today. The story, I can't say it's really generic. It's pretty. I don't think I've seen a movie really do anything too similar to this. I have seen some things that are pretty similar, but I don't think I've seen anything majorly crazy similar. And you know your movie's good, your Disney or Pixar movie is good when it gets to be featured in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, awesome! You get to put Mike and Sully next to Sora and Goofy and Donald. That's amazing. But wow, okay, I'm gonna off on a tangent. I didn't talk about the movie, not Kingdom Hearts. The movie has fantastic animation, great characters. The soundtrack is really good, and I just overall enjoy this movie just for what it is. It's fun, it's funny, it has a lot of fun elements to it, and I remember having the VHS tape when I was little and pop that thing into the VCR and just love watching it. And when I had the DVD, it was even better because you had to worry about rewinding the dang tape. Um, and just the fact that the animation still holds up today, the character designs for some of the monsters in this movie, some of them are pretty generic, they're just fuzzy, but some others, they're pretty unique. You have the chick with the snake hair, that's not original, I know, but just the fact her character design is very, and I like how the snakes are actually like down like actual like hair, and they're not like all over the place, like constantly moving, like in like a Medusa hair, which is really cool. And just the fact that the voice cast is really good. I don't remember who plays Sully, but I know I love his voice. And Randall's just a good villain overall. A lot of the scenes with Randall and Mike are just so much fun. I'm sitting there while watching this movie. I'm like, I like this character a lot. These two interacting, and Boo is just has some of the greatest scenes, and some of the fake out scenes were like the scene where Sully is seeing the trash compactor go through all that stuff, and she thinks it's Boo, and how he's freaking out, and all the facial expressions. It's freaking hilarious. And I probably should have just went and rewatched this. I have Disney Plus. Why didn't I rewatch this before reviewing this? What's wrong with me? But the thing is, the movie is just so iconic, and I've seen it so many times, I didn't think I need to watch it to review it. Monsters, Inc. is just such a fantastic film, and I love every single moment of it. And just everything to do with this movie is good. But I love it, and I cannot wait to hopefully maybe get a legitimate sequel one day. I know Pixar's not doing sequels at the moment because they got Soul coming out and Onward. But here's the thing about this series, this movie. It's just the fact that a sequel for this movie would be fantastic. I know we got the prequel a little while back, but I'd love a sequel to this movie. And the world of this is in is just so interesting, and I'd love to see a little bit more of it. Because really, from the two movies, we don't see much. We see work life, and we see kind of college life, and I'd like to see some other stuff within this world. We do have the series coming out on Disney Plus, Monsters at Work, which is gonna still be the Work series, but who knows? Hopefully, we'll get some stuff with that. That'll be interesting. But there's not really anything in this movie where I'm sitting there being like, "Ew, turn it off." Ew, it's Pixar. You can't do that. There's not a single Pixar movie that I despise. Now, there are ones I enjoy less than others, but Monsters, Inc. is probably one of my favorite Pixar movies. It's definitely in the top 5, and it's just so well animated, and just everything still holds up years later. I'm like, how did this movie even become what it is today? And I'd say you could consider it a classic nowadays. Because I guarantee my nephew, I could put that movie on for him today and he'd enjoy it. For Pete's sake, I still enjoy it, and I'm 18 years old. And just the fact that people love this movie and these characters and this franchise, and the fact is that it's done so well. I've never seen anything else do what this has done. Like, I've seen similar concepts, but just the fact that this is from the monster's perspective and stuff like that, it's really cool, and we get to see how they, like, oh yeah, humans are toxic to them just because a lie was made up. But it's very interesting to see where this concept came from, and the slightest, oddest concept made a fantastic film, and I legit love this movie for what it's worth. And I could watch it 10,000 times again. Probably should have watched it again before I did this review, but what are you going to do? But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's go on over to the spinning wheel to see what movie we'll be reviewing next. Alright, what we got for the next movie Birdemic, no!